Hello. I know you were probably expecting a battle report today, but that's not what we're doing. I'm going to talk about kill team rumours, because there's a rumour that Eldar Corsairs might be the next kill team. So I want to talk a little bit first about rumours in general. Rumours have always been, as far as I can remember, a massive part of the Warhammer hobby. I remember being on the internet as a little kid in the 90s and websites like Portent.net and hunting down and seeking out rumours and things. And I really enjoy it. It's always been a big part of how I've engaged with Warhammer Online. I love kind of hunting down rumours and looking for things and trying to spot the patterns in releases and work out when things are going to come out based on when things have previously come out. And it's a thing that occupies quite a lot of my sort of spare time, my spare thought about the hobby. I really enjoy it. And for me, it really fuels my excitement and my love for the hobby. I am aware that comparatively recently, some folks are sort of taken against the idea of talking about rumours or lending credence to rumours because it spoils the official reveal. To an extent, I get that. The Games Workshop have done a lot better in recent times. If you're a relative newcomer to the hobby, you might not remember what it was like in the 90s and the early 2000s when I was a small child. But they have comparatively recently, put in a lot of effort. Warhammer community videos and doing a lot of official things. And so some people don't like it when people talk about the rumours on the internet, the people that leak stuff, but for me, I think rumours are like the gravy on top of the excellent work that they do. It's not as if I don't still watch all their streams and videos and get excited by them, but I also get excited by trying to find things in the murky underworld of the internet and shine some light on them and try and figure them out and fit them into the other things that we know and try and make the pattern. It makes me feel really cool, like I'm investigating something and finding out a secret. So at the end of the day, this is my channel, and I have to be true to what I find is cool or interesting. But if rumours aren't your thing, fair enough. And you dislike the video if you want, and let me know in the comments, like, oh, I'd rather you didn't cover this kind of stuff. It's all useful feedback. At the end of the day, everybody's decided they hate it when people talk about rumours, then that's useful information. So what are we talking about today? There was a massive load of stuff posted about the Eldar in 40k over on Reddit. And the original post has been deleted now. I will link to a mirror of the comments that were made in the post. I will link in the comments to a paste bin mirror of all the stuff that was posted originally on Reddit, because once you post something on the internet, you cannot get rid of it, and it's really important that you guys know that. A little bit of an online safety lesson, okay? I'm only interested in kill team stuff here. There's loads of stuff about 40k, Eldar. It all sounds pretty cool, but this is not going to become like a general Games Workshop channel or a general 40k channel. I'm keeping it narrowly focused on kill team. So here are the rumours, two different bits of the rumour that we're interested in that I've pulled out. You can go and look at the full thing in the paste bin, but there's two little bits. So the first one, the top one there, in the light orange colour, this was the segment of the rumour that was actually in the main sort of dump of things. This is a guy who claims, what he claims is he's got a copy of the new Eldar Codex, and he had half an hour alone in a room with it, and he's tried to read as much as he can and commit it to memory, and then he's gone and typed it all furiously on Reddit. I mean, it's like a spy movie, isn't it? That's what's so cool about Games Workshop rumours. They're so secretive about stuff, and then this stuff leaks. Anyway, I just think it's really cool, but maybe that's just me. So he's got this dump of stuff that's apparently going to be in the new Eldar Codex, and there's just one little bit that I've pulled out where he's talking about Corsairs. So there's a new unit for Eldar in 40k, or new to the main range anyway. We'll get onto that in a minute. And he says that they're elite infantry with a plethora, good word, a plethora of options, a brace of las pistols, a las blaster, melee weapons, the ability to deep strike, 2 traits, las weapons, including scatter lasers, etc. And they can shoot twice with at least 1 las shot of unit hits. And the second salvo hits automatically if it's the same target. Now, a lot of that, as kill teamers, is not relevant to us, but just the bits that translate into what's likely to be in the kit, the fact that there's a plethora of options, we've got the idea of a brace of pistols, the las blaster, different melee weapons, and that their thing in 40k is deep strike, because that could translate to a kill team ability, couldn't it? Those are really interesting to me, and the fact that they've got the man-portable scatter laser, because, you'll know that regular Eldar Guardians kind of have to work around their weird heavy grav platform rule. And the second little bit there in the darker orangey brown colour was in the comments, and it was just somebody that said the Corsair kit is rumoured to be the Eldar kill team, and then he's talking about something else. The Rangers and the jetbikes are going to be in the army box. I don't know whether he means a start collecting or a launch box, but don't care about that 40k stuff. But the Corsair kit is rumoured to be the Eldar kill team. And I read that, and it was like suddenly a light bulb went off in my head. What a really fascinating idea. Now, I don't know these people. They're just two anonymous guys on Reddit. This is not me saying, and I think this is true. I'm not reporting this as fact. I'm reporting this is a thing that was said by a guy that I've never met on a completely anonymous internet forum. Take it obviously with an entire salt mines of salt, but I just think it's an interesting springboard for discussion and speculation. Okay. So what the heck is a Corsair? Corsairs have been in the lore for a long time, and like a lot of Games Workshop things, they really do like mining their old lore for stuff that they've never made into a model and bringing that in and updating it and putting it in modern Warhammer 40,000. But Corsairs haven't been totally absent from the tabletop. They had rules and models in 40k via Imperial Armour Volume 11, The Doom of Mimera, okay, which was one of the last Imperial Armour books before they stopped that series. For people who are comparatively new to the wider Warhammer hobby, the Imperial Armour books used to be these big, thick, hard-backed, encyclopedia-like things that were quite expensive, and they were very, very lavishly produced books with loads of full-colour plates and artwork and background, and they included new rules for Warhammer 40,000 to play with the sort of Ranger models that Forge World made. Now, if you're not familiar with Forge World, maybe because you've only got into Kill Team, you know, that's your first miniatures game. Forge World are basically like the bespoke, there's that word, but they make little resin, you know, they're more artisanal, I guess, more premium, even more premium than Games Workshop. They make little fancily made resin components and also really large resin models that come in these little limited runs, because the way resin casting works, you can only do so many before you have, so it's cheaper to make the initial mold, and then the mold wears out faster. So the idea is it's the stuff that's going to do low volume, and therefore it's priced at quite a premium. Now, where Forge World actually sits alongside mainstream Games Workshop now, and how the prices of the plastic models are relative to the prices of the resin models, and the fact that the plastic detail has kind of caught up to the resin detail and all the rest of it, that's a whole separate video for another channel, I think. But my point is that Corsairs were available as a resin conversion kit from Forge World for the Plastic Guardian. Same Plastic Guardians you can still buy now, those ancient Plastic Guardian models that are still part of Kill Team now. And I found a picture of them unpainted. I think this was a picture that was originally on the Forge World web store, to show you what I mean. So the bits that you can see in dark grey, let me just get my famous teacher pen, okay? The bits that you get here in dark grey, there's the plastic miniature, and all these extra white parts here are the resin add-ons, right, that were made by Forge World that you stuck on to convert the model. Okay, so we get an idea of how this looks. Oh, I can even have a laser pointer, that's really cool. Right, now, so you can see that they have different weapons, although some of them have the same weapons from the plastic kit. They have these unique heads with rebreathers that make them look quite different, and strikingly they have these big kind of grav fin things that make them look an awful lot like, I guess it's similar to what Primaris Reavers have, right? They have those kind of grav fins. So at the very least we could guess that they might have some rule in Kill Team about dropping down from buildings at no cost or something like that, or maybe some kind of limited forward deployment like a tower drone. I'm totally speculating here, but their thing, I think, was a kind of forward deployment. In 40k it would be deep strike, but that sort of extra agile, extra mobile kind of shenanigans. And you'll also see, I think, not on this picture, but some other pictures, if you search up Corsairs online, some of them are carrying heavy and special weapons, and they're carrying them in the same way as these rifles. You know, they're much more agile and mobile than the Guardians. They don't have that big weapons platform that they're lugging around. and you've got the melee weapons here and the different pistols. So that's what a Corsair is. And in the background, they're kind of like pre-fall Eldar. They're kind of pirates, space pirates. I guess the clue is in the name. They fly around and do what they want. They're not as edgy and dark as the Dark Eldar or the Drukhari. They don't torture people. That's not their thing. But nor are they as kind of monastic and self-censoring as the Craftworld Eldar. They're just kind of free spirits, I guess. Now, that lore could change, it could be updated if they're going to appear in a new 40k codex and they're going to be fighting alongside the Craftworlders. Then they could have changed and updated that with obviously all the new stuff with the Yniri as well and coming back and all the rest of it. But that will be interesting to read. But that's the potted history of a Corsair. So some further speculation. If Eldar are coming out of 40k, so if these rumours are true, it's not going to be until February or more likely March. Because we know that the Tau ahead of them, and according to the big rumour, I'm talking about another big 40k rumour dump that originally was posted on, I want to say, Bolter and Chainsword, and that too has now been erased from the internet. But that's the massive rumour dump that people like Valrak are talking about that's been like 100% on the money. Does tell us that Eldar are getting a release of some kind, but it's not as detailed as this leak is now. But we know they're going to come out after Tau. The Tau have already been previewed and confirmed by Games Workshop officially. The Tau originally we know was supposed to be coming back in January. Now, the books for the Gene Stealers and the Custodes that were supposed to come in December have been pushed to January. Whether that will knock everything back, who can say? But the point is, we wouldn't expect an Eldar Codex probably until March, right? Because if they're pushing out Tau and Custodes and Gene Stealer cults in January, you would guess they're going to do something for Age of Sigmar in February. Okay, they're not going to crowd it out and do more stuff for 40k that quickly. I wouldn't have thought so. But it seems likely to me that you might get the Corsairs first, because we are expecting a Kill Team box in February. Because we're expecting to get our next Kill Team box in that January, February, March window. And Chalnath certainly came out in the middle month of its quarter. So I'm expecting the next Kill Team box to come out in that middle month. So it seems likely to me that the Corsairs could come out before the 40k release. Now this makes sense on a number of levels. First of all, as I would continually speculate, and it is pure speculation, they will put something Imperial in that box. They will put something Imperial in that box fighting against the Eldar, because Games Workshop are too risk averse to release a box that doesn't have a non-Imperial side in. And we've done Guard, and we've done the Sisters, and the Admech got a White Dwarf list, so that really only leaves Custodes or Space Marines. And I think, as I've said in my other video, pure speculation, Primaris Scouts, with a date to shoot on Warhammer Community, not tied in with any 40k release. I think that's almost a no-brainer. So I am now putting a marker down for Eldar Corsairs and Primaris Scouts with the old jungle tree Deathworld Forest type terrain, which remember has those Eldar ruins in, coming out in a box until in February. And we'll see how wrong I am. I reckon we're going to get previews for the new Kill Team box in January, because they will start wanting to build hype just like they have with all the other releases so far, and that's what I think we will get. I hope you found that interesting. I'm not going to become one of these channels that jumps every single little bit of rumour to get loads of content. I'm only ever going to cover Kill Team rumours. I hope that the crowd that are following this channel already find it really interesting. I'm really sorry it's not a battle report. There was going to be one, and then my good friend and colleague who's in some of the comments on some of these videos is Zimbad. Wasn't able to come over. He was taken ill at work and had to go home. Not seriously unwell, but just not wanting to socialise tonight. So no battle report tonight. Maybe I'll get one out at the weekend if I can persuade Mrs. Tabletop Impulse she wants to play a game of Kill Team. But I thought this video would, it's slightly time sensitive, right? Because the rumours have to be reported on as and when they go up. Otherwise, you never know when they're going to be confirmed by Games Workshop, and there's much less to speculate about. Or, in fact, it's going to be confirmed that there are a load of bobbins, and then there's much less fun speculating about them. This is a long shot, but if you are somebody who knows things and you want to anonymously have them put out onto the internet, then, you know, please do, either in a comment, or you can pop onto the Discord. The link's in the description, and you can leave stuff in the Rumours room on the Discord. And, you know, if it's reasonably credible, it could be a future video. Obviously, people who just come on and say things that seem totally incredible, that I feel like might be trying to make a fool out of me, that's going to be a slightly difficult line to tread. But I think that the people who do this sort of thing, if you're going to make stuff up, it becomes very obvious in a few months when the stuff you've made up doesn't turn up, right? So I think it's a very short-lived game. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. And I know it's a bit of a departure. I did always say when I started the channel I was going to cover news and rumours to do with Kill Team as they came up. It's just so happened that there's not been any news or rumours to do with Kill Team since I relaunched the channel. So this is the first kind of more topical video that I guess is going to get a lot of interest straight away, and then very quickly nobody will care. But there we go, it is what it is. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you join me next time when we'll be returning to the more regular kind of content, either a tactical discussion or some hobby or something like that. And I'm going to go back to painting my novitiates. Cheery bye.